Well, today on this segment of By the Way, we have a very special guest. He's an ex-cricketer and a current commentator. He has captained the side of England and led them to many victories. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. David Gower. David, thanks a lot for speaking with ET Now. Let's start with what has brought you to India this time around.
Two things. First of all, I was invited to Kolkata to give what they call the Pataudi lecture to Thomas Good, the store in the Oberoi Hotel, which is a London-based store with a history that goes back almost 200 years now.
The experience of watching the IPL, or let's put it the shorter format of the game. Would you say that you are pro the shorter format, or back in the day it was more of the 5 days test match? Where would you categorize yourself?
A bit of everything. I still would spread the message that test match cricket is the best, but the game nowadays is about all facets. We get it on television back in the UK, of course, so I've seen the games, I've seen the entertainment it produces.
There's some downside to this as well. Recently we had a very ugly controversy regarding involving Ravi Ashwin and Joss Butler. So which side of the fence do you sit on?
You're right, it was a huge controversy, maybe more than it needed to be. My view on that was that I thought Ravi Ashwin was out of order. I believe that sort of thing, even though it's not in the laws, you should have a bit of a warning and say, look, if you're going to be out of there, can I just give you a warning, and then after that anything is fair game. I believe that's the way it should be. I don't believe, for instance, that Butler was trying to gain any particularly unfair advantage.
Let's talk more about how your career has been. Are there one or two instances or favorite memories that you have, both on field as well as off field?
Well, off field, one of the great things I've always said to people is when you're involved in something like a game of cricket as a profession, to me it was all about sort of the camaraderie both within one's own team, and that was huge, but also with opposition. Come to Mumbai, and I can think of Sunil Gavaskar, for instance, Ravi Shastri, and I haven't really got time. And they were great men to play against, and so it's always nice to catch up with people.
Cricketer's life, or for that matter any sportsman, it's very interesting because you have your career, post-retirement also you have other opportunities. But in between all of that, there's a lot of money also which gets involved. So on a personal level, how did you manage your personal finances?
Sometimes well, sometimes badly. I have to confess I've taken a few gambles over the years when it comes to investments. But over the years, the year I made my debut, that went up 5 times to £1,000. Nowadays, of course, players are making phenomenal sums because the curve has gone upwards quite rightly. The sums of money involved in IPL are mind-boggling.
True. Now, with the World Cup around the corner, what's the buzz back home, and what are the top 3 teams that you'll be rooting for, except for England?
I can't say except for England. I mean, they are favourites because they've played the best one-day cricket for the last 4 years. But if you ignore them for a moment, India, of course, always strong in world competitions. And when you've got players of the calibre of Virat for starters, and depending how the selectors look at the sort of the Dhoni-Pant dilemma, or whether they can take both, but they are a very strong side. The bowling is as strong as I've ever seen it.
One Indian food dish item that you cannot just miss on your visit to India?
Well, I have it all. What can I not miss? Already had some samosas today on the flight across. Always good veggie samosas. I love the colours. I tell you what I had the other day in Kolkata was the bekti. Okay. Local fish, beautifully done. I love a fish curry. Okay.
One Bollywood celebrity that you admire the most?
Having met Shah Rukh Khan the other day for the first time and shaken his hand, he is now my new best friend in Bollywood.
Sure. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure chatting with you, David. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Thank you.